The truth is painful.
You can't handle the truth!
Welcome to Todd's Truth presents Todd Wrestles with the Truth, my AEW Week in Review. This is AEW Dark, which is on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. on AEW's YouTube channel. Not quite as many matches on Dark as there was on Dark Elevation, but still some really good matches. Starting with this one, The Butcher and the Blade taking on Milk Chocolate. Sorry, I laugh every time. Milk Chocolate. With Matt Hardy, the Bunny, and Private Party out at ringside. This was Milk Chocolate's got some good stuff. They've been wrestling for a little bit, but still they got destroyed by the Butcher and the Blade. I don't know if I say squash match, but it was pretty close. They just tore Milk Chocolate apart and got the win. Next match on the night was Jasmine Allure versus Maddie Ronkowski. Maddie Ronkowski is, I guess, she's always got that look on her face. But pretty good wrestler. I mean, coming up, learning, still. I don't know if she's a complete rookie or not, but she's had some good matches. So this was a pretty decent match. She well overpowered Jasmine because she's tall and bigger than Jasmine Allure. But Maddie got the win for this match. And she had a match, I think it was last week, where she tagged with Leva Bates, which was another really good match. If you get a chance to watch it, watch it. Leva Bates, another really good wrestler. The next match for the night was Chaos Project versus Dean Alexander and Justin Law. Luther, as I've said before, he's a crazy wackadoo. The stuff he does, like just using Serpentico, his tag team partner, as a weapon, is hilarious. I mean, he'll just randomly, Serpentico won't even know it half the time. He'll just grab him, throw him into the opponent, use his head for a battering ram, throw him at other opponents. It's pretty damn funny. As this match was. And Chaos Project got the win in this match. These are another good ones. These are another funny ones to watch. If you like crazy stuff, watch these guys. They're hilarious. Next match was Sunny Kiss with Joey Janela versus Angelico with Jack Evans in his side. It's good to see Angelico back because he's been gone for a few months, I think, with an injury. So it's good to see him back and good to see him, in a match. Sunny Kiss, good wrestler. I was really surprised that Angelico got the win in this match. But I guess, coming off his injury, they're wanting to give him a little push, to get him going again and get him back in the tag team scene. Once I can't wait to see them tag teaming again because they're a really good tag team. And like I said, Angelico got the win in this match with a submission move. Got Sunny Kiss to tap out. Next match of the night was Dark Order, Evil Uno, Stu Grayson, and Colt Cabana taking on Very Morales, Bill Collier, and D3. Like I said in my review of the Dark Elevation, Bill Collier has made his AEW debut. He's actually a three-time champion, not three times, but he holds three different heavyweight championships of three different indie promotions. So he's a good wrestler. So it's great to see him, getting his chance in AEW now. But this is a great match. I mean, Evil Uno, Stu Grayson are a great tag team. And you had Colt Cabana on, who's a long-time veteran. I mean, they're good. They make a great trio. And like I was saying before, or I said before too, is that these trio six-man tag matches are ramping up a lot because AEW soon, I hope, are getting ready to show everybody or show off their new six-man tag team titles. So it'll probably happen at a pay-per-view. So that I can't wait to see those belts and then to have some kind of tournament or something to crown the the first 6-man tag team champions of AEW. The Dark Order here got the win. So with Colt Cabana, Colt Cabana does this move where he puts you on his shoulder, puts a guy on his shoulders, on the middle rope, stands up, drops off the middle rope, leaving the guy hanging in midair, and then he falls across the top turnbuckle. Yeah, it looks painful as hell. But yeah, that's his move he's been using to get the wins in these matches. I mean, to finish people off, and it works. No one's got up from the move yet. Next match was Adam Priest and Casey Navarro versus Jurassic Express. But this time it was Luchasaurus not being with Jungle Boy, but he was with Marco Stunt this time. So that was interesting to see the tag team. And at one point, the finisher was Luchasaurus double choke slamming both Priest and Navarro, and then pinning them both with one hand for the win, while Marco Stunt ran it behind him and celebrated. So yes, Jurassic Express gets the win, while Jungle Boy was on the outside cheering him on. Next match was a women's match with the Vimprus. I hope I'm saying that right, because I think that's how it was said. And Diamante. Diamante, she is a good wrestler. She came over again, I think from, I can't remember if it was Impact or ROH, one of them. But I think she was part of, I think it was Impact, because I think, can't remember, she was part of LAX faction in one of those leagues. For some reason, I completely forgot. But yeah, she's a good wrestler. She defeats Vimprus here. Yeah, she's a no-nonsense, punch-you-in-your-face girl. I mean, and yeah, she hits hard, too. I mean, damn. She's also really, really good wrestler. So it'll be a nice match to see her and taking on, like, well, anybody in the women's thing. But, I mean, it was a good match. I mean, again, it's great to see the women's matches getting better and better, and, you know, them actually taking a bigger, you know, lead with the women's matches now, and having women have, like, main events now. Well, that's awesome to see. But this was another good match. Next match was Jake Patrick, Sage Scott, and Chandler Hopkins. There's the guy I mentioned before, Chandler Hopkins. He's a really well-known indie wrestler in Texas, from what I've heard. Against Team Taz. Yeah, they're just bad. They're just badass. Yeah, they Team Taz, like, yeah, clean these guys' clocks. I mean, when you've got the wrestling talent that's on Team Taz right there, it's, yeah. There's not many people, and again, the 6-man tag team thing is going on because they're, like I said, ramping up for the 6-man tag team titles. This might be a 6-man team, that tag team that'll could be right up there for winning those championships, because they're really good. And you've got you got two big powerhouses that can also wrestle very well, and you've got the skill wrestler there too. So it's like, and then Hook in the back there, which is Taz's son. So yeah, and another reason to watch, you know, like I said before, another reason to watch Dark is just for Taz's commentary, because he is hilarious. The trash talk he talks about everybody, the stuff, oh my God, he's just funny as hell. So yeah, Team Taz got the win in this one. In convincing fashion, too. I mean, this was a squash match, if ever there was one. Next match, another 6-woman tag team match with Big Swole, Red Velvet, who we saw tag team last week together for the first time. They're really good together. They're both really good wrestlers. Like I said before, good to see Big Swole back after her medical leave. This time teaming up with Kailyn King, who we saw before, and take on Rio, I believe it was Rio Mizunami, and against Ashley Vox, Delima Exo, and Vert Vixen. But yeah, I mean, Swole and Red Velvet are really great. And you know, Red Velvet's, you know, she was the one that helped out Cody when he was facing off against Shaq and in that match to do the women's side of it for Brandy, who was supposed to have been in it, but she got pregnant, so she couldn't make the match. but she's proven herself. I mean, I think she's second now for the women's title, right behind Tai Conte. So this was a good match. Another great women's match here with, I'm not as familiar with Kailyn King, but she's good. She's got some moves. But yeah, Big Swole, Red Velvet, and Kailyn King wins this match. And hopefully, like if they're doing these two, that might be, would be great to see some women's tag titles or 6-man team titles too. Instead of just the women's title and then have everything for the men. That would be great to see the women's stuff as well. Another great match. If you guys can watch it, I watched this match. And then Michael Nakazawa. What can you say about him? Against Mike Magnum. Nakazawa is kind of what can you say about him? Kind of like a comedy routine. That's how he's always wrestled before from Japan. And he did it here in AEW as well. And now he comes out literally dressed like he's Kenny Omega's personal assistant. He's got the headpiece on. He's got the clipboard. He's got, and several times in this match, the ref tried to start the match and he'd stop him and get on the headphone like, oh, yeah. And he'd start talking on the headphone, on the microphone and headset. And oh my gosh, it was funny. Until Mike Magnum just had enough with it and just attacked him. But yeah, it was funny. And Nakazawa's a good wrestler. I mean, he just does the comedy stuff just, as a gimmick to have something different. But he's a really good wrestler. And he got the win in this match. The next match was Baron Black and John Schuyler versus Miro and Kip Sabian. So this match was like a very unique, funny match. If you could, because not funny like Nakazawa funny, but funny as in they came out, Miro just got all pissed off and just started beating the crap out of both Baron Black and John Schuyler. Kip Sabian didn't even take his jacket off. He sat on the ring apron with his back to the ring, talking to Penelope Ford the whole time, while Miro just destroyed both of these guys. And every once in a while, he would hear like Miro go, ow, or ooh, get hit. And he'd just look over his shoulder. Oh, he's okay. And then he'd keep talking to Penelope Ford. And then Miro got the win by himself against these two guys. And then Kip Sabian heard the 3 count, hopped up, jumped in the ring, and celebrated with Miro like he had wrestled the whole match himself and not Miro. So, yeah, Miro and Kip Sabian get the win. Miro did all the work. Kip Sabian, celebrated as well. Very funny match that showed just how monstrous a monster that Miro can be if he's used correctly and done right. Because he's going to be a force to be reckoned with in AEW. I mean, he's going to have some great matches with some of these other power guys because, he's a monster too. And last but not least, the last match of the night was Max Castor versus Alex Reynolds. So I don't understand Max Castor. I don't like his goofy rap persona thing he's doing. I just think he's an okay wrestler. I mean, what I've seen hasn't been, like anything that's like blown me away for his skills. So when Max Castor won this match, I was kind of surprised because I thought AEW was really pushing Reynolds and Silver here. I think Silver's got an injury now, so he was out at ringside, but he wasn't fighting. So this was a singles match, but I thought they were really pushing these guys because they're good. They make a great tag team, and they're both individually good wrestlers. But I don't understand Max Castor because, like I said, I don't get it. But maybe somebody sees something in him. But to have him beat Alex Reynolds, I thought was a little bit of a surprise for me. Well, that was AEW Dark. AEW Dark takes place on Tuesday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern, on AEW's YouTube channel. Check it out. It's all the AEW, all their shows, Elevation, Dark, Dynamite, are all excellent shows. So you won't, you're always going to be entertained with these shows.